Hey everyone, we are back in the HomeTown kitchen grilling outside, and today we are making salmon and asparagus with Bruce. Hey Bruce.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited about this.
This is one of my wife's and my favorite dishes. It's very easy, it's very quick, and believe it or not, it's very healthy.
Well, good. Let's get started.
So what we're making is bourbon glazed salmon.
Okay.
You can either do it in the oven, but today we're doing it on the grill, which in the summer, that's the way I like doing it because we're outside anyway.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So first what we want to do is make our marinade.
Okay.
We want to do 6 teaspoons or actually tablespoons of brown sugar.
And that should be already measured out, so if you just want to dump that in there. Yep.
I use the pinch method a lot of times.
Yes.
We also want to use 6 tablespoons of bourbon.
Oh,
now,
okay.
if you object to using bourbon, this is Michener's. It's a very good bourbon. You can use apple juice. The bourbon to me adds a lot of flavor to it.
Okay.
But, you know, if you have an objection to that, apple juice works as well. So 6 tablespoons of that.
Measure with your heart.
Yep.
But I will try and be fairly accurate.
No cheating with the bourbon.
Right.
I used to love, was it Julia Childs? Who was it used to use the bourbon? She had always used to sample a little bit.
I think it's, you know, that's the mark of a good chef.
Oh, yeah.
You have to know your ingredients.
Okay. Now, mix that up a little bit.
It smells good already. Okay.
Now we want to do 4 tablespoons of a low sodium soy sauce.
Okay.
And we want 4 tablespoons of ginger.
Perfect. And that's freshly grated and measured
Freshly
out.
grated ginger.
Yep.
I don't know if we can dump that in. Will it dump? Yeah, it will.
So. Now that smells good. Okay.
And, I do smell it. That does smell good. And then we want to do some 6 garlic cloves.
Okay. And we've got those minced out.
Is that the beginning product? Or is that a piece of wood? I don't know what that
That's
is.
ginger. It does look crazy.
I thought Melvin had brought us up
Brought
a
a
stick
bone.
and, put it on our table.
But that's 6 cloves of garlic that we're adding, okay? So really a lot of fresh, fragrant ingredients going into this.
And then, of course, we can't leave out salt and pepper. I think salt and pepper goes in everything.
I think it does too.
We add our half a teaspoon of black pepper.
Okay. That I'm just going to measure with my heart. Maybe a little more. Okay.
Okay. And then we want to add, after that's good and mixed up, we want to add our salmon to that.
Okay.
Doesn't it smell good?
It really does. I do see we have some lime juice over here. Is any of that being added?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Did I skip over that? I surely did. 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. And that gives it a little bit of bite.
Yeah. And what I love about this is it's a rather forgiving recipe in the sense that you can use this marinade a few minutes before or a night before, an hour before.
Typically, we like to do it for a couple hours.
Okay.
Put it in the fridge and then flip it several times.
That's a good idea.
To get it good and saturated and let it get good and soaked in, and it'll be ready for the grill.
Well, let's add that.
Let's add our fish.
Cover it.
And I will tell you, some people like the skin off. I like the skin on when I do this, on the grill, that is. My wife does not like it for the oven, but on the grill side, I like the skin on, and I always put the skin down first.
Okay.
Let it cook, and it'll peel right off.
Yeah.
So.
Gets crispy.
Yes. Back when I had my little Jack Russell, she loved the skin off the salmon.
Snack. Well, we will let these marinade for a minute, and I know we have something to go along with this dish.
We do. We're going to do asparagus, and that's a good, healthy dish, and it goes well with salmon.
Perfect. Well, we've got our supplies just right here for that.
Okay.
And I think this will do in the oven. Is that correct?
That's correct. We'll do that in the oven, and it's an easy prep.
Okay.
For that, typically you want to wash your asparagus, and we want to snap the ends off.
And these I've actually pre-snapped, so unless you find a spot that you think needs to be
looks good to me.
trimmed. Okay.
Yeah.
And are these going straight into
They
the
go
dish?
straight in there. What we're going to do, we're going to drizzle a little olive oil on them, and then give them a massage.
Ooh.
Because it's kind of hard to shake and bake asparagus. in a bowl like this. So
Right.
all we want to do is, it calls for a drizzle. This accomplishes the same purpose.
Okay.
We just want to get a good coating
Okay.
on
makes sense.
on there. And then typically what I like to do is go ahead and put a little salt and pepper on those before they're cooked.
I love asparagus, and it really is so easy.
It's so easy and so healthy.
Yeah, it's great.
And most everyone loves asparagus. And like I say, it's a great complement to salmon. It's a very healthy meal. Very healthy
Well,
meal.
let's not make it too healthy. I see we have some cheese here.
Yeah, that's coming later. What
Okay.
we're going to do, well, we got them ready. We're going to go in the oven at 400 degrees. And about 5 minutes before they're ready, we're going to pull that out and we're going to put some Parmesan cheese on them. And then leave them in there for 5 more minutes and kind of let that work in and melt into it.
Great.
And then they'll be ready to go.
Well, I say let's take these on in and we'll get the salmon ready for the grill.
Sounds great,
All right, well, Bruce, this has been marinating and it smells divine.
doesn't it?
And I think it's ready for the grill.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What I do, let me get on this side, just to show you a little bit. I do it the old-fashioned way, I guess you could say. You can buy baskets or things of that nature if you want to. You can go on Amazon, buy them.
Yeah.
I do it the old-fashioned way. I just actually use tin foil. Put your tin foil down, and then I just poke some holes in it.
So you're making a grill basket.
I'm making a grill basket. This is the economy version
Yes.
of a grill basket. And I don't know, I've done this since college days, back when I didn't have any money and on that good old college budget.
Well, this is a trick I've never seen, so.
And then normally what I do, I give it a little spray of Pam, and like I say, it's better to have your grill off when you do this. All right, let me fire this back up right quick. Here we go. And what we want to do, we want to take our, I don't have any tongs with me, but this will work fine. Take our salmon and put on the tin foil. Normally I'd get it a little hotter. I had it hot just a minute ago, but it'll be fine to do it that way. You can hear it sizzling.
And that's skin
And
down.
Skin down.
Yep.
Okay. Hear it? It's going. And then shut that lid, and we'll let that cook.
Perfect.
For a short time and let that skin burn off. Then we'll take that off and then we'll flip it.
Okay.
And it doesn't take long to cook.
Okay.
So
So about how many minutes before we check?
I tell you, we'll give it about 5 minutes maybe.
Perfect.
Let that skin kind of turn loose, so get rid of that and flip it over. But you know, this is a 12 to 15 minute at the most. I don't like cooking it fast because you want that salmon to retain the juices.
Yes, and that good
'Cause
fat.
it's a fatty fish and it makes it so good.
Yeah. Great. Well, we'll be back soon then.
Let's see how we're doing. It's been about 5 minutes.
Ooh,
And
yummy.
We had skin down, so let's see if we can't flip these.
Okay. Look, it does come right off.
Take that skin. Look at that.
Put that right there. And as you mentioned, this is an excellent dog treat.
My dog loved the skin off the salmon. She really, really did. I haven't acquired a taste for it, but she did.
Not yet.
Okay, flip that.
Perfect.
Look at that skin, how it just comes off.
Really, the foil made that super easy.
That doesn't want to come up, does it? Well,
Well, at
that's
least
okay.
it's
We'll
not
leave
on the
it.
fish.
We'll leave it. We accomplished what we wanted to anyway.
That's
so
right.
We got it flipped for the first time. We'll let that keep cooking.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to flip them one more time.
Okay.
Because the skin was on this part to begin with, so we want to kind of get that little crispied up.
Oh, that looks so
Golly, doesn't that
good.
look good.
And it smells good.
Look at that. And about 5 more minutes at the most, and we'll be in business.
Perfect.
Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh.
Yummy.
Doesn't it look good? And you know, it's a fatty fish. You can see it flaming up just a hair because it is a fatty fish, but it's a very healthy fatty
Right,
fish.
that's what's good for you.
There we go. That one's mine, and this one's mine. There we go. Doesn't that look good?
It's perfect.
And very little to throw away. All you do, once the heat goes off, you wad that up, throw it in the garbage, and you're done.
That's perfect.
Not a mess.
Well, we'll go check on the asparagus and we'll try this.
Sounds great.
Well, Bruce, we've got our salmon ready, our asparagus, and it looks like we have a couple toppings.
You can garnish it or not, but today we're going to do the garnish.
I'm gonna do
A lot of times when my wife and I do this at home, we don't actually slow down long enough to do the garnish because we're normally hungry. But it really adds some touch to it, and the presentation looks a little better too.
Well,
this is sesame, a little bit of sesame on it, and then we have a little bit of chopped green onions. And look at that.
It's beautiful.
Kind of dresses it up a little
I
bit.
love it. Well, let's try it.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Is that marinade not good? It is absolutely great.
Honestly,
Perfect.
the hint of lime is a nice little citrus, very fresh, and just sweet enough.
It's not too sweet, but it does have that little hint of sweet, and that's what makes it so good.
It's great. Bruce, thank you for this.
You're so welcome.
And we'll see you guys next time in the HomeTown Kitchen.